Hello Bitsbreed, this is Craig from bitsbox.co.uk here, and in this video I'm doing a little army showcase of my Praetorian Guard. I'll show you all the ones I've got painted here, and then I will look at some of the unpainted miniatures that I have, and then see what we can add to the army as well. Start by looking at the tanks. Now I recently just finished the Rogel Dawn tank, which you've probably seen on our social media pages. I added some British flags that I 3D printed, and then some Praetorian helmets that I found as well, and I had one of the old heavy weapon team bodies for the gunner. And I use a few of the heavy weapon team miniatures on the tanks. So we've got some on the Basilisk there. I've got a Macaris Vulcan, which is probably one of my favourite tanks. Absolutely love it. The Vulcan Mega Bolter is just such a cool gun. And then we've got a Minotaur tank. Is that a twin Earthshaker cannon, I think, on that? Really cool. Absolute pain in the ass to put together, but really cool miniature. It's all 412 resin. There's a Lehman Russ as well. And then we've got a Taurox over there. I forgot to mention that I also 3D printed a Dozer Blade on the Rogel Dawn, which tempted to maybe get some Dozer Blades for the other tanks. I think the Lehman Russ especially. The Sentinel here, it's one of the old ones from possibly 2nd edition. It's an old metal one. I do have another one, so I will have a squad of 2. I really like them. I can get the light over there a bit more. I apologise if the lighting's a little bit poo here. And the Taurox, not a huge fan of the Taurox, but you can tell which of these tanks I sort of painted a while ago and which one's a bit more recent. You can see I put a lot more sort of time and effort into the Rogel Dawn tank. So maybe I'll come back and add some more battle damage and some transfers and stuff to the others. Over here we've got the Ordnance Field Batteries. Again, I've sort of gone with that British flag, sort of painted on them. And I've used some of the metal miniatures for the crew. So of course there's not a great deal of miniatures from the old Praetorian range, so I've sort of got to work with what I've got. Speaking of which, these are all the metal ones. He's facing the wrong way. There you go. So these are all old metal Praetorians, and I've got 2 squads of 10, 1 squad of 9, so I'm going to have to try and pick up a special weapon one. And then I've also got a little command squad here. So there's a little guy playing trumpet, which is really cool. And then yet again I've gone with badly free-handed British flag on the flag. Do bear in mind I painted a lot of these years and years ago. We'll get to the Ogryns in a minute. We have a little commissar. Now I don't know, I think this is a specific commissar for the Praetorians, where I think they've added the little shoulder tassels on. I might be wrong, but he works quite well as a Praetorian one. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I did pick him up off eBay. Most of this is picked up off eBay. I think I did buy a few of someone locally a long time ago. But yeah, a lot of things were from eBay. As you'd expect, really, because you can't buy them from DW and you haven't been able to for many a year. And over here we've got some Rough Riders. I'm going to replace their bases with like the oval ones. But I don't know if these are genuine GW miniatures or not, or whether these are third party. I think I'm using old Empire horses maybe. I don't know. I really don't know actually. It's been so long. Either way, they work really well as Praetorian Rough Riders. Some more metal miniatures here. And then we've got heavy weapons team, and again I'm just putting people backwards for some reason. So these are missile teams. One of them's broken off, but I'll fix that at some point. But I do have other weapon teams that I haven't painted up yet, and we'll be looking at the unpainted stuff. I'm just jumping in here because I can't remember if I actually recorded the Ogryns or not, and of course these are probably the most interesting miniatures in this army, so I was lucky enough to find these on eBay a long time ago. I sort of repainted them slightly. but they're essentially old old plastic ogres that have just been green stuffed to look like Praetorians. And I just think they're so cool. I got a glue gun back on one of them. I added the Ogryn guns because these were actually made before the plastic Ogryns even existed. So I added some guns to them, but yeah, really cool. I've got this sort of banner guy here. You can sort of see that. I'll get the light over a bit more. Really cool. Yeah, so big fan of them. So yeah, let's just look at the unpainted stuff that I have. So I literally just found this bag the other day. I was just sorting out some stuff, and I just came across this bag full metal Praetorian stuff. And who knows how much that is worth on eBay, but let's have a look and see what's inside it. Here we have a couple of Praetorian casualties. Now I'm sure I have painted a couple of these up, and I don't know where they are. But there's a couple more here. But I'm sure I've got a couple of these just sitting on like a 40mm base that I've painted. Make a good objective marker. But there's a couple more there. I have a few heavy weapon things, so got an autocannon there, heavy bolter. I assume, is that a las cannon? I don't know, it's got like ammo going into it. Oh no, it's probably just another auto. That's actually just another autocannon, isn't it? It's exactly the same. I don't know what I'm talking about. A couple more heavy, three more heavy bolters there. More casualties. I really need to sort through what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to sell, to be fair, because I don't want all these casualties. There is another commissar miniature as well. So he might end up going on eBay. And yeah, got little guys sitting down for the heavy weapons, so they would go in there like so. Really cool. Another missile launcher one there. That's probably something else I could flog. And yeah, there's those little crewmen, a mortar there. And this guy's really cool with his little ammo crate. Oh, focus. I'll say ammo crate, could be a box of anything. Really cool. I think he's got binoculars as well. So really cool addition to any heavy weapon theme. Yeah, another casualty there. So I've got two lots of casualties. So definitely try and sell one of them, I think, at least. And yeah, more heavy weapons that need to be put together. And lastly, yeah, we have a few more weapon teams that are kind of put together. That's a las cannon. That's the las cannon one, I believe. Yeah, there's a couple of mortars. Heavy bolter there. Another rocket launcher guy. And then another rocket launcher guy without a rocket launcher, I believe. So yeah, that's the army. I got another sentinel somewhere as well. But my question to you guys is, what would you add to it? I don't really game hardly at all these days. But what would be some cool miniatures to add? I definitely will add another Forge World tank or two. If I can get any, of course. I will see what I can find. I do need to get another guy for that squad over there. But yeah. What should I add? What would be a cool, maybe conversion idea? I don't really know. But yeah. Do let me know in the comments if there's anything that you think I should add to this army. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video, something different. I might do some more army showcases. I like showing off the miniatures. And hopefully you guys like to look at them. So, yeah. So, if you enjoyed that video, then please do feel free to give the video a thumbs up. And you can subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. I have taken photos of this army and I'll put them on our blog, and I'll put a link to that down below. It's just bitsbox.blog. So yeah, you can see them there if you're more into looking at nice photos. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next video.